Hi, Roz.
Hi, Jackie Sue.
Welcome back
to another episode of
We Forgive You.
A podcast.
Maybe about
self-care
through celebrity. Roz, it's been a minute since we recorded a podcast.
I know. I was actually going to check before we logged on to see when was the last time we recorded, but we don't do the research.
It was like an emergency pod. It was for The Woman in Me. When did that? I think 2023.
I think yeah.
Has it been that long since that book came out?
I know. As we're like checking.
I love being on a laptop.
I know.
2023. I will say
October 30th, 2023 was the which also feels like us being in October.
That's true.
Autumnal, back to school.
Having a PSL.
Yeah, PSL, Stepmom Lives. But you know, what better time for us to come back than mid-April in 2026?
Everyone's been waiting and wondering when we come back, probably. Just desperate for it. But I think we should reintroduce ourselves for any new listeners or anyone who's just catching back up. We are the We Forgive You podcast. I'm Jackson.
I'm Rozz.
I'm a gay guy living in Brooklyn. And Rozz is a mom living in Brooklyn now.
I'm a mom living in Brooklyn. But we started out as two roommates trying to make it in Brooklyn and started a podcast because we thought it would be fun. And it was a way to force each other to see each other when Jackson moved to Hell's Kitchen.
Oof, yeah, I did do that. And it did work. And this is an opportunity for us to chat all the time with each other, but also with you all. The Forgivers.
Yeah, we do have a name. I know, we'll see. We're also doing the video thing, which I didn't really think about today, but I saw a bunch of apartments, so I'm glad I at least
You look good. I did get my haircut today.
Oh, you did? That's good. Where do you go, if you don't mind?
Oh, I can't tell you who I go to because he's booking up too much, and it's honestly getting difficult for me to get an appointment. But I go to Persons of Interest.
Which location?
Oh, the Cobble Hill, Carroll Gardens one. I think on the website it says Carroll Gardens. I don't really know where I am. I'm just on Smith Street, just kind of far down.
You know where it is, yeah.
But yeah, he does a great job, my guy. But I told him no product because I've never liked the way someone else has styled my hair, I think, in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because the secret to my hair is that I don't know how I style it. I just mess with it until I step away from the mirror and I like how it looks. And when people try to intentionally place your hair, it doesn't work for me.
I know, but I was thinking about this recently with wedding makeup and stuff. When I got mine done, I was like, oh my God, I hate it. Blah, blah, blah. Because it's you're so not used to seeing yourself with that much product in your hair, with that much product on your face. And then I was thinking of if I had to be in glam every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What would that be? Who would I be in glam every day? And you saying the stuff with the product in your hair, who are you with glam in your glam every day?
That is a really scary idea. About me. I would be happy to see you in glam. I think the idea of me with makeup on sounds really upsetting.
No, but do you think
and my hair sort of Lego shelled on.
Is there someone in mind that you're afraid that you'd look like?
No, I think it's more okay. My wellness trend for 2026 is don't touch your face.
I love that.
And this was inspired by almost being 36. And sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I get why people start freaking out about aging.
Yeah.
Because you can be oh, I have crow's feet or bags under my eyes. But then sometimes you really do see oh, I see the planes under my face moving in a way that I wasn't aware of before.
Okay.
Just the musculature of your face. I don't know. But then when I was in Brazil for Carnival, there were so many humble brag. There were so many,
BBLs.
I would say, like rich older men who had just like done so much trying to look young, and all they did was look insane. And it's like, I think also it, to me, more than anything, just signals like I'm not secure with who I am
Yeah.
on some level. Um, and I think this is different for men than for women. And I think part of that is just like because of how we've all been socialized to think about plastic
Patriarchy.
surgery.
Hmm.
Like women are obligated to do it, and men, it's like an embarrassing thing to do. Um, but I maybe it's my indoctrination in our patriarchal culture, but I do find it embarrassing when a man has obvious plastic surgery. And the thing about plastic surgery is it's almost always obvious.
Yeah. Well, lately the trends have been. Wait, Jackson, did I lose you? Are you there?
Hi, that was so scary. It just suddenly
Yeah.
told me I didn't have a connection.
Oh, yeah. You just suddenly went black, and I was like, "Oh my God, big plastic surgeries after
Oh my
Jackson."
God.
I mean, I think it's cliche, but like men look more handsome, I think, when they as they age.
I think you look more handsome as you age, for sure. But I don't know. I'm also just like, as we look at like the Jeff Bezos and like Lauren Sanchez's of the world, like there is this idea that you want to look like you have work done because it indicates that like you've spent money on.
Well, that's the mega trend right now, is they
Right.
want to look like they have it done. Where like, I'm sorry, men should be going in and saying, "I want whatever deep plane facelift that Brad Pitt had."
Yeah. I mean, I would get that. I have to be honest. Like, I'll wait
I
and do
would
that,
too.
but I cannot do like injectables. It just looks
Don't fill
so
your
bad.
face. Just don't fill your face.
I think though, it's really like, I don't know. I just want us to like all be more comfortable, like getting a little bit old. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I also think like what we also wanted to talk about today kind of almost fits into this. So like
Oh my
also
God,
let's
yeah.
be comfortable watching people who were famous for a long time age. Like let's
Yeah.
be comfortable with that. And if you're new to the podcast, our the patron saint of the podcast is always and forever the legendary Miss
Miss
Britney
Britney Spears.
Spears.
Yeah, so really tough week. For anyone not in the know, Britney checked herself into
Allegedly,
allegedly
voluntarily.
voluntarily into rehab this week for substance abuse issues, following a DUI earlier this year. Um, I'd say the one-two punch of this is obviously hard to conceive of, especially a DUI, because
You have to
I
be an
just
idiot.
it just endangers so many people. It's just like I don't. I just like we're way too casual as a society about them, like about driving under the influence, being like, oh well, I have like a cry, like oh I like got in trouble with the law once, but it was just for like a DUI. It's like no, that's really fucking
That's
bad.
worse. Like, but also I think, these things are terrible if true. If true, listen, like we can go down a conspiracy rabbit hole, but there are some weird things about her DUI. Like she wasn't pulled over. It was
Hmm.
called in
Mm-hmm.
or something. Like it wasn't, that's why there's like no photo of her booking because it wasn't like a traditional arrest.
That's the thing with Britney, where I kind of am with her now, is that like talking about her and thinking about her feels like a violation in a
Of her
way
privacy. Yeah, for
of her
sure.
privacy, and also like because we spent 13 years in the conservatorship, well she spent and we spent as her fans, like not really understanding what was her and what wasn't her, and
Yeah.
sort of like having to make these judgment calls, and always just feeling so weird about it because it's like we are 10 years from the last time she put out an album, and it's like you know I still want more. Like
Give me more.
you want more music, you want new things, and she's like so
I'll
explicitly
even
said,
take a fragrance at this point.
"Oh, I
Like when
know."
she started coming out with fragrances, that was fun.
And those like those commercials for her fragrances are so good. I love the Radiance commercial. Would you like to know your future? No, thanks. I choose my own destiny. Like that's
Wait, that's so sad.
I know
Like
because
reflecting on her is very sad, and it's hard not to like it's funny like different people's reactions of like seeing her online and they're like, "Oh my God, like she does need." It's like, no. You can be mentally unwell and not need a conservatorship. Like,
oh, I know. I hate the like snap judgment of like, oh, well, even like with this where it's like, oh, well, she has a substance abuse issue, so she should be under conservatorship. It's like, do you know how many people in your life have a substance abuse issue? You know how many people in this country have a substance abuse issue? You know how many people profit off of substance abuse issues, et cetera, et cetera. It's just like, that doesn't mean that you like don't deserve to
can't
have
free
agency over
will.
yourself and your own life.
Yeah. Well, and also it's like it's so obvious that and I'm sure like she has autoimmune disease and disorders and stuff from all of the internalized trauma that she's experienced, but it's like you and I, like our spidey senses went off when we saw Lynn Spears touch down at LAX,
Yeah.
Britney sell off her catalog, her
Yeah.
boys start coming around more,
Mm-hmm.
the DUI. And before the DUI, there was like those stories that were leaked of her at the Mexican restaurant
Mm-hmm.
saying that she was like wasted. And then people at the restaurant were like, she absolutely wasn't.
Yeah.
And her family will,
Stop at nothing.
they'll stop at nothing. And it's like they'll pay for their crimes. Maybe not in this lifetime.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to trust. Well, obviously, it's like if it's hard for us to trust her family, imagine how it feels for her. Like,
Yeah.
um, and so our topic of the day, sort of jumping out from there, is that it's 2016 again.
It's very 2016 coded.
Because 2016 is when we got the last Britney album, Glory, which is incredible. It's incredible.
So good.
And I will say in her memoir, she talks about how much making it reminded her of what she loved about music.
Yeah.
So as long as we can trust what's in the memoir as truth, which I choose to.
They ran out of paper making it. Or whether there was a paper shortage when she was writing or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, it's 2016 again. We started the year with this awful Instagram trend of like, here's what I look like in 2016, me in 2016.
This is us in 2016.
Us in 2016, we were still roommates.
We were still roommates. The beauty of doing the podcast for fun is that a lot of it was deleted. So I don't actually know when we first started.
I think we started it in 17 or 18. I think 2018.
Okay. So.
But like in the winter of 2018. Or 2017. Life is a mystery.
It's almost been 10 years. Needless to say, it's almost been 10 years. So we that's a call back to coming back to the pod. It's another way for us to talk about the things we love, like the Britney Spears, the Katy Perry dating Justin Trudeau.
Well, that's okay. When we're starting talking about like aging in public and like the fear of aging, I feel like Katy and Justin at Coachella is like the prime example of like why you can't fear aging. Like Katy Perry, I will say, like, she looks incredible. Hair looks great. Skin looks great.
Body.
Like, I cannot like take any of that away from her. But her caption being to her Coachella post, "Heat checking these chickens," and then like posting a photo where she and Justin Trudeau are like sitting on a curb where he has like a white tee, ugly sneakers, jeans, and a backwards cap on,
eating like cup of noodles.
I'm just like, you're the prime minister. Like, I don't know. Like, have some decorum. It's just like the world is I'm gonna say the world's too casual. Like we've all gotten way too comfortable and casual with like not putting an effort or like showing respect to others and to ourselves.
Well, I just don't think it's funny because I was saying to Jackson that my husband was like disturbed at seeing Justin Trudeau in a white tee and jeans.
Yeah.
And I was like, what would you have him wear? And he was certain that he should have been wearing like um a loose button up, maybe a linen top, maybe a linen pant.
Yeah.
Just something that was a little bit more respectable, which I found funny, but I'm also like, he's dating a pop star. Like
I mean, yeah, the whole thing is
he's
like
at Coachella. Like
I get like also
I wouldn't be wearing jeans at Coachella though. I will say that. I think that's weird.
well,
It's like
it's just
100
it's
degrees.
hot. Yeah. I'd be
Swamp
sweating.
ass.
Yeah. I wore long pants. I biked to get my hair cut and I was wearing long pants and I was like, I can't do this. It's too hot. And it's not even that hot here yet. I
No,
just
imagine being Justin Trudeau at Coachella.
Coachella. No, I'm sorry. His balls were so sweaty. Ugh.
Swamp ass.
Um, but anyway, Katie's whole 143 campaign, which was last year. How long has it been since
I
It's a
think that
Woman's
when they went,
World?
um, I think it was a year ago. There's nothing funnier than 143, It's a Woman's World. Like,
And you're lucky to be living in it.
and also, the, I wanted to get tickets to her show. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get like $25 tickets. They were so expensive. I was like, who's going? Like, everyone thought it'd be funny.
I don't know. I can't like go to a concert anymore. Maybe it's because I'm 35 and I just like the energy's not fully there for it. But also it's just like I'm sorry, I cannot be
I'm
waiting in a
sorry.
Ticketmaster line.
You go to like these ticketed events,
Well,
can't
to
go to.
parties, yeah, but like no, it's the concert. My issue with concerts is the price of them, and also like the competition to just get a ticket. I'm just
Yeah.
exhausted by it. Like I should be able to go fucking see like Hillary Duff at the Brooklyn Paramount. That should be very available to me. And how is it not? I don't know.
Yeah, like you should be able to go to the
Like
box office and get a ticket. I will say we did that for Casey Musgraves last
yeah,
year. That was so fun. Just going to the ticket office and be like, what is the best seat you have?
yeah. Oh my god, that tour is
And we didn't get
fun.
those. We were like, okay, actually, we just want to spend $80. And then we knew that some seats were available. So we just moved. And it was fun.
I had oh my god, I was on the floor for that concert.
Hey, that's so fun. How close did she get to when she was like looping around?
Pretty when she was on like the second stage, I was very close to her.
That's cool.
I'm excited for her new album.
Me
Um,
too.
speaking of someone who kind of looks like Katy Perry,
Oh yeah, they do. I remember when my intro to Casey Musgraves was it the CMA Awards or something when
yeah, they performed
they
together.
performed together. And it
Yeah,
was like I like this lady. Still love Casey. I've moved on
love
from
Casey.
Katie as though I would have seen her in concert last year.
Oh, I mean,
For $25.
for $25, I did want to see her like with her little lightsaber bit or whatever she was doing. The other thing that's very 2016 is Justin Bieber is back. I
I'm so
mean,
ex- I'm so excited.
he headlined Coachella. How do you feel about the YouTube of it all?
I I didn't get to watch the whole performance this weekend. Sam and I are gonna watch like the live stream when it's on for this weekend, but I like that he did that. I thought it was very like a way, maybe it was fake intimacy of like obviously it was very planned, it was thought out how he was going to do it because like you also can't just like fake pull up a video on YouTube in the middle of the desert. Like it just doesn't work like that. Like obviously this was all preloaded. Um I thought it was cool because it's reminiscent of like sitting around at a friend's house and I was
Yeah,
literally like our friend Jake if he was like that's him at a party of being like, do you guys let's watch Justin Bieber videos?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Any of our friends. Like I just felt like it felt very homey, like oh, like cozy, like we're having fun together.
It did feel like an extension of his Grammys performance, which was like
Stripped
very,
down.
but also like the set was like I'm in like the living room doing
Hmm.
this, and
Or I felt like that was a bedroom to me. Like I felt like
Oh
he was in like
yeah,
a teen bedroom and I was imagining Justin Bieber posters on the wall.
yeah. I do feel like what I'm excited about for him is that this feels self-driven.
Yes.
Like it definitely doesn't match to like if I was a record executive being like, you're headlining Coachella and here's how you're gonna do it. It would look like, sorry, but I would make it look like a Sabrina Carpenter show. Like there'd be props and sets and stunts and
Oh,
et cetera,
the
et
woman that
cetera.
she is.
And I,
She's doing celebrity right.
oh, she's enjoying it. Like
And you
she's
know her
like,
sister is her like creative director. It's like so it's like the two of those little homeschooled freaks
you know,
that are
she's
like
such a little weirdo, and like she's having so much fun.
so
That's
much fun.
like
I'm sorry. Susan
everyone.
Sarandon? You're about Susan Sarandon now? How cool is that?
Ugh, I'd love to hang out with Susan Sarandon.
At her ping pong bar.
Is it still open?
It is. Last I checked, it is, which wasn't too long ago.
What's it called? Spin? Or is that a different ping pong bar? How many ping pong bars are there?
There are a few. There are a
Hmm.
few because there's one they went to in Real Housewives of New York, and I don't think that was hers, or maybe it was hers.
You know, I think the other piece of it being 2016 again is
Mm, the politics.
yeah, they just
Do you think they're gonna bend the other way though? Like
feel
it's
so
gonna
grimy.
like
I
reset a reset?
I both think there's going to be a reset, and I also think that there's going to be a reset like culturally because I think that the like rightward shift of culture is fake. Like it
Oh,
is a manufactured phenomenon that like
is no culture?
well it's not that there is no culture. It's like
It's all
being told that
fake.
there's this rightward shift is a decision being made like to try to appease the president, and so like media companies are just playing along with it because they want to like essentially have mergers confirmed and like not have to face regulatory issues
Mm.
and know that the president like uses his position as a not even a bully pulpit. He doesn't, he like literally uses it to go after like his quote unquote enemies. um but like the culture hasn't actually moved to the right. Like the whole like, oh, people are becoming Christian again isn't true. Like all of this is just like New York Mag had a whole write up about like, is Gen Z actually getting more Christian? It's like no, and young women especially are not. It's just that young men are not leaving the church at the same rate as young women
Right, as
are.
women.
But
Hmm.
every like people are still leaving the church, and I don't even think that's like necessarily a good thing. But I do think it is being used as this sort of like, oh, like the youths are like more right wing, they're more whatever. It's like that's just not true.
That's just not true. Am I accurate in saying 2016 to 2026, like Alina Dunham Renaissance?
Oh my
Like when
god.
did girls get off
Oh
the
wait.
air?
Oh yes. You're right. I don't remember when it ended, but when you were talking earlier, sorry about
Yeah.
wedding makeup, I just had to say, well, the dress is so light, so you have to wait on the face, which I love Marnie's wedding makeup episode, like wedding episode where she. Oh my god, you have to weigh it down with the face is like one of my favorite concepts of all time. Um, and yeah, it is like a girl's renaissance. I'm excited for her memoir.
I'm so excited for Fame Sick. And might I suggest we do our We True Hollywood book club for
Oh,
Fame Sick?
yeah. I
Um,
I think we absolutely should.
this one.
So I'm gonna write that one
Fame Sick.
down.
Yeah, Fame Sick. I just, I also feel like the renaissance there is like coming around and being like, oh wait, Girls was actually really good, and it's actually really hard to do what Lena Dunham did.
Right, it is. I mean, like, sorry, making a good comedy is like next to impossible. Um, as you can tell, because we haven't had a good
All Adventurous
new
Women do.
comedy.
That's my
Like,
favorite. Did you love I Love LA?
no,
Because I enjoyed it. I had fun with it, but it was just like it's a fun show, but it's not one I'm going to remember.
I have to be honest, I didn't watch it because everyone told me that they didn't like it.
I
Maybe I'll
think
give it.
people were
Maybe I should give it a
harsh on it.
shot.
I think it's fun. Like it's so, to me, it's camp.
The other thing that's very 2016 is the comeback being back.
Well, every 10 years.
And I'm thrilled to have it back. I haven't watched last night, so I've only seen 3 episodes.
I haven't started it yet because Sam's never watched it, so we have to.
I tried to watch season 1 with Alistair. We watched like a lot of it, and he was like, "This show's like really dark." I was like, "Yeah,
But it's funny.
it's funny."
Talk about wanting women to be able to age gracefully.
I mean, I think Lisa Kudrow looks incredible because she doesn't
No,
touch her
she
face.
does. She doesn't touch her face.
Um,
I think that Jennifer Aniston's work has been tasteful. I think Courtney Cox has been corrected after some touch and goes of whoever would, because like those women have such beautiful faces. Why would you?
I mean, the thing is, like, I agree that they both are, like, all 3 of them absolutely gorgeous.
You know, stunning.
Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston both have had moments of sliding a little bit into the uncanny valley, which is frustrating because, well, you can't say like don't touch your face and be like Jennifer Aniston's always been so beautiful because she like famously had
She's
a
had
nose job.
a few nose jobs, yeah.
Yeah. But still, I don't know. It's just like once you land on the perfect face, you should just ride it out.
No, but they all look great. But it is funny too. I feel like how many years since Friends has gone off the air, and then just when people are watching it back, or like these women aged.
And we've aged, and the comeback has also aged. I'm having trouble with this season.
Okay.
And I think maybe this is what we can end on.
Yeah.
First, because forgivers, if anyone out there is watching the comeback, I would love to hear from you because I know that there's a comeback community, but I don't know where everyone is.
Yeah.
And if like people are still with it with this season. But I think it's really, I'm having trouble watching like fellow millennial comedians on
That's
the comeback.
hard.
Like Benny Drama plays like a costume, like a costumer on this on the TV show Valerie's on, and it's just like I just like you're not at the, you don't have the, oh my god, looks like there's an internet issue. What's,
Oh my God. The millennial mafia is after Jackson. I feel like something was after you. It's like you're when you critiquing faces.
oh
Like,
yeah,
don't
no,
touch your face.
I'm being silenced.
This gay man in Brooklyn is being silenced.
No, that's actually
Sign off in the comments.
this is this is how we finally get this podcast to pay us $25.
I think it'll happen.
I've been okay. Let me finish my thought about Benny Drama
Okay, sorry, yeah.
or Benito Skinner. One, I love him on Overcompensating. I think he's very handsome. I like am into him in his own spaces.
He's a fellow Idahoan, so I root for him.
That's huge.
He's a Bishop Kelly Knight, like moi. I root for him. And I did enjoy Overcompensating. Wasn't great, but I had a lot of laughs.
Holmes is incredible.
Holmes.
And
I love seeing Caleb on there.
Yeah.
Caleb Herron.
Oh yeah, Caleb Herron. And Mary Beth, I think Brown is like such a star. And honestly, if she just became a red carpet correspondent, she's like
Amazing.
So good at it. And like so beautiful. Not whatever, you know, I should
You can
really
say, yeah.
I should stop talking about what women look like. Every person is valid. Lisa Kudrow is just such a powerful actress that like when you set her in front of like someone that you've watched make Instagram videos, it's just hard to take.
Well, I think that's the issue with where celebrity is going, is that it's hard, that trajectory, and that they're so close in age to us that we feel so like we shouldn't be in the spaces with Lisa Kudrow. Do you know what I mean? Of just like, we want the Hollywood magic and it's too close to home.
Yeah. And I do think it's really easy. Like the balance here is like, is it that or am I jealous because I want to be there? And I do think I
Could be
default.
both.
I think it's a little bit of both because like you can see yourself in there because you're like that's just a gay guy that got like big on Instagram.
Hmm.
So like I didn't get big on Instagram. Like he has
But
talent
he
and skill
works
and
so
works
hard.
really
Yeah,
hard at
yeah.
it. Like I'm not taking
Yeah,
that
you're
away
not
from him.
discounting that
I'm
at
saying
all.
that it's like too easy to see yourself
Of
there in a way that
course,
like
because of
the
proximity.
machine used to be invisible or like yeah, it was like machinations behind the scenes gave you this like the star options and then we picked them as
Yeah.
the public and let them become stars. Um and obviously there was a ton of work also happening with all of that, but just like the seams show in a way that like also the comeback like everyone is Valerie Cherish now.
Well,
Like she led the
it's like
culture
the
so
the satire sort of is it's at a point where it's not satire.
mhm, yeah. Um
Because she is every person her
she's
age.
every woman.
It's all in her.
So yeah, I want to hear about how you all feel about the comeback. I want to hear how you all
What
feel
else is
about
very 2016?
2016. Yeah, what is 2016? I think that the last thing, Roz, we were talking about
Yeah.
this before we hit record, Joe, is that what we want from 2016 is 2016 Instagram back.
Yes.
Because, and I used to do what you're talking about, which is like just post videos of like myself meal prepping and being like, here's what I did, here's what I did, here's what I did. It's like making content that like kind of looks like shit, but you're only making it for your friends to be like, hey, I saw what you made for dinner. And like, that was fun.
Yeah, well, I think it's less of like a brand identity, and I'm sure we could all like what's stopping us is that it's like, oh, you have like work people, you have other things on Instagram where it's like 2016 was just like you're posting a picture of a stupid sign.
Yeah. And you can still like, I don't know. I'm part of my own problem because I like Gay Lambo is a brand.
Gay Lambo is a brand, but it's also like Instagram doesn't a lot like people that you work with or something. They're like, oh my God, Jackson's like trying to be a content creator. He's like posting what he's making. When really it's like, I was telling you, I was talking to our friend Jake earlier about his lunch, and I was like, I would be so soothed to have a video of you prepping your meal and then you, Jackson, making the larb. I'm like, I want to watch a video of you making the larb and you tell me how you chose the recipe. Because you only get so much out of a text, which again, I get this might be what Marco Polo is, but like, I want to be able to revisit like what was that thing Jackson said and like scroll back.
So
Again,
forgivers,
still could
if
be.
anyone is using an app that gives us this experience, um, shout out her, shout
Shout
her
out
out.
her.
It's like remember when Be Real was fun?
Be real.
I
To be
loved my
real.
like 2 years of Be Real. Those were the
That was
days.
fun. What happened to Be Real? Was it
Um,
also a psyop thing?
I don't think that it was a
Tracking us?
psyop. I think my issue with Be Real is that after my first year of using it, it gave you like the year in review, and it was just like a sped up supercut of all of the Be Reals you'd posted, and it was so much fun. And then the next year, it like tried to make it like, uh,
Spotify Wrapped or something?
yeah, like the number of people who had like interacted with your posts, and
Oh, I don't want that.
I
That's
was
not
like, the
important to
whole
us.
point of this is that I don't have to care about that. Like I'm
Yeah.
just posting a photo, and if my friend sees it, like great, and if they don't see it, they'll see the next one.
Which is also how we're approaching this podcast.
Oh yeah,
If our friends see it, great. If they don't, if someone finds it, great. But we are ultimately doing it for us, although we would like to make $25.
you know we're doing it for us, and we are getting overtime. And I was listening to a podcast earlier where they were talking about AI influencers, and part of me does want to create an AI influencer who's just keeps posting about this new podcast they found, um, which is We Forgive You. But the
That's
idea
really
brings me a
funny.
lot of joy. The execution would bring me deep sadness, so I don't think I'll
Of
do it.
course. It's a good joke. It's a good
Yeah.
bit of like, I would love to know what her name is. Or sorry, their name is.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
a non-berry.
A non-berry. He's a watermelon. They're a watermelon.
But also, so things you can expect upcoming on the We Forgive You universe. We do a book club that we
Yes.
give people advance notice. So we'll maybe announce like if we're going to do Fame Sick, when we'll read it. We're trying to post more than once a week.
Yeah. We want to just like yammer at you in shorter bursts more often.
Yeah, those original Forgivers might be used to like an hour and a half long podcast, or as my dad famously told us, to make the podcast shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And so did dear friend Courtney Bush said, make it shorter. And then, but other people like it long, but
we're going to make it shorter. We're going to try it also because it means maybe we can like sneak it in. Also, we have busy lives.
We're busy moms. Jackson's a dog mom. I'm a human mom.
And, you know, we have husbands. Oh,
wait, did you just hear that?
Yeah, Baxter.
Well, I just like that Baxter was like, we said dog moms. And yeah, we also are going to have some upcoming wedding content.
Yeah.
And we'll have a bachelorette party to review.
Oh my God. A lightly review. Hopefully we're not able to talk about all of it on the pod. Because it's Bad Girls Club.
It is Bad Girls Club.
Roz, I'm so happy to see you.
So happy to see you. And also, we have to shout out her to...
Oh my God, shout out her right now.
Karen Lee of She Likes Cutie, who absolutely killed it with all of our updated podcast art. If you're looking for an illustrator, I was a manicurist who like is super stylized, makeup artist, gorgeous photographers. What else does she forgive you? She forgives you.
She forgives you.
She forgives you.
She Likes Cutie.
She Likes Cutie reps. Like they have
really like
the best
every
type of artists.
So many incredible
painters,
artists across so many mediums and quote unquote creatives. If you want to.
Yeah,
because if it gets the business, call them creatives.
Yeah. So in many ways, we are sponsored by She Likes Cutie. We're not on their roster, but maybe one day.
Yeah, I was going to say, are podcasters artists?
They're in a certain way.
Is this?
Anne Louise would also probably, which we can say could be a Blossom Street produced podcast.
Oh. Wow, this feels so official. I also want to shout out V. Cartier Johnson for our theme music. It never gets old, honestly. It
never gets old.
I was like, let's update the logo and never change the theme song.
I know. Does V have any new music we should be listening to?
He does. You know, maybe we'll do a little like V music review of his singles next episode. That would be fun.
Oh my God, I would love that. A little like spring playlist. Maybe that'll be our next topic. But
yeah. Also, spring. This is an old song of his, but when it's nice out, I love his song "Oh Boy." Go listen to it. It makes you want to drive with the top down or take your top off. Either one,
or preferably both.
Oh my God, I would love to do both. I love the summer. I'm so excited.
Me too. Well, I love you. I love our forgivers. So thank you for listening. Rate if you want, review if you want, subscribe if you want. Honestly, we're doing this for us. So
I don't remember how to log into our Instagram.
I don't either, but maybe I'll figure that out by our second posting because I'm just going to upload this episode and let go and let God.
Yeah. Period. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
We forgive you.